Hello everyone, and welcome to Dropkit's first video. Today, we're showcasing our first product, which is our Modular Interaction System. There will be two versions of this system. The first is the light version, which will be completely free for anyone to pick up and try. You'll be able to find that on the ROBLOX marketplace. The second is the full version, which introduces more ways for players to interact with objects inside your game. In this video, I'm going to go over both versions so you can clearly see what each one offers. So, without further ado, let's grab the light version and pop that into our workspace. Once you've grabbed the light version from the marketplace, you'll be able to insert it just like you would with any other asset. What you'll see is a small basic chest, and you'll also see the kit folder up here in the Explorer section. What you want to do is open that folder, find the replicated storage folder, and drag that into replicated storage. Then, take the workspace folder and drag that into workspace. If you want to go through this in your own time, you can read the README script first. That basically explains what I'm going to be showing you now. But if you don't want to read that, and you'd rather just watch me do it in front of you, then don't worry about it. What I'll do is just delete that for now, as I won't be needing it. Now, inside the workspace folder, I'm going to ungroup this and ungroup this again. And just like that, it's already ready to test. It really is that quick and simple, something Dropkit always strives to ensure is the case with all of our products. So, we've got our chest here, and we've also got an example handler. This is the script that shows you what can be done with the system. Now, in replicated storage, I'm going to ungroup this folder as well, leaving the proximity interaction folder here. So straight away, if I hit play, we can test this immediately. You'll see that an interaction prompt appears in front of me, and this is a custom-made prompt, not your Bob standard ROBLOX version, which is the default. When I press E, the chest opens, with a nice little sound effect as well. If I press E again, it closes. So, as you can see, this is a very simple interaction system. Nothing majorly complex, but something to differ your game from using the usual default interaction system. Of course, you can go in and change things, such as the hold duration, the sound effects, and other settings. Take a look at the README file for further instructions on that. But that's the light version at its core. A chest, an interaction prompt, and a simple open and close logic setup. The movement of the chest is being handled by the example handler up here. You're more than welcome to open that up, have a play around with it, and experiment to see what works for you. That product is completely free for you to grab on the ROBLOX marketplace, and I'll put a link in the description below. What I'm going to do now is clear everything up, so we're starting from empty again. And this time, I'm going to grab the full version. So, if you've purchased the full version from our website, and you pop it into your game, you'll see this. Instead of just one chest, we now have multiple examples. The first example is the basic tap-to-open interaction again. This is similar to what you saw with the chest, except this time it's being used on a door. But we've also included 5 other ways that players can interact with objects in your game. Before we test anything, we just need to do a little bit of setup. And this is exactly the same as what you just saw me do with the light version. Take the replicated storage folder and drag that into replicated storage. Then, take the workspace folder and drag that into workspace. You've also got the README first file here, in case you need it in your own time. Now, I'm going to ungroup this and ungroup this again. I'll leave these objects in workspace. Then, inside replicated storage, I'll ungroup this as well and leave the interaction folder where it is. And now, this is already working. So if I hit play, we can take a closer look. Just like you saw with the chest, we've got the tap-to-open interaction, except this time it's a door. If I press E, the door opens and I can walk through it. Then, if I press E again, the door closes. So that one is as simple as it gets. The next example is this lever. The reason this one is different is because this is a hold interaction, not a tap interaction. So instead of tapping E and having an instant reaction, I have to hold E instead. You'll see the circle fill up around the prompt, and once that's complete, the interaction activates. In this example, it switches the lever and turns on the light. But of course, you can use this for whatever you want. You could make it power up a machine, activate a switch, open a heavy door, start a generator, or anything else that fits your game. The next example is a collect interaction. Here, we've got a coin. When I tap E, I collect the coin, and it gives me coins in my leader stats. It could be coins, cash, gems, XP, tokens, or anything else you have. Next, we have a conditional interaction. A condition can be anything you decide, but in this example, the player needs at least 50 coins. Right now, I've only collected 25 coins, so the interaction is not available yet, because the condition has not been met. All of this is completely configurable inside the files. Now, if I collect another coin, which is also worth 25, I now have 50 coins in total. That means the condition has been met, and I can now interact with the speed boost. So I'll hold E, the interaction completes, and now I'm moving much faster. The final two examples are a keycard interaction. This works in a similar way to the conditional interaction. First, I'll collect the keycard. Now that I have it, I'm able to unlock the vault door. If I didn't have the keycard, this prompt would not be available. But because I've picked it up, and the system knows I have it, the condition has been met. So now I can hold E, unlock the vault door, and walk through. And there we have it. That's the light version and the full version of our modular interaction system. Hopefully this video has helped you understand how the system works and what you're getting with each version. The light version gives you a simple, free interaction system that you can use straight away. The full version gives you more interaction types, including tap interactions, hold interactions, collectibles, conditional interactions, keycard checks, and more flexible examples to build from, which are already physical assets that you can immediately test and use. If you have any questions at all, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Other than that, have a great day, and thank you for watching.